Every morning at a busy railway station, an old man sat quietly with an empty bowl, hoping kind strangers would spare a few coins. Day after day, nothing changed. One afternoon, a well-dressed businessman stopped in front of him. The old man reached out his hand expecting money. Instead, the businessman smiled and asked, "What do you give in return?" The question stayed in his mind all day and kept him awake that night. The next morning, he made a different choice. He picked a few fresh flowers growing near the station. Whenever someone offered him a coin, he thanked them by handing over a flower. People were surprised by his kindness. They no longer saw him as someone who only asked for help. They saw someone who wanted to give back. As the days passed, he saved enough money to buy fresh flowers in bulk. Soon, he stopped asking for money and started selling flowers instead. For the first time in years, he wasn't just surviving, he was building a future. He realized that real success begins when you stop focusing only on what you can receive and start thinking about the value you can offer. Several months later, the old man owned a small flower stand outside the same railway station. Every customer was welcomed with a smile, no matter how little they spent. One day, the same businessman returned. He looked at the flower stand, smiled, and asked, "Do you remember me?" The former beggar nodded and replied, "I may not remember every face, but I'll never forget the question that changed my life." He explained that he had reinvested every dollar he earned into buying more flowers. Through patience, honesty, and hard work, his small flower stand gradually grew into a successful business. The businessman smiled and said, "The greatest investment isn't money, it's the decision to change the way you think." Those words became the foundation of his new life. From that day forward, he encouraged others to believe in themselves and never let their current situation define their future. Sometimes the biggest transformation doesn't begin with money,